I wanted to take a little break from movies and books today and talk about the concerts that I went to in 2023. I've always been a concert person since I was able to go to them. That's been like what I spend my extra money on, what I love to do with friends, what I love to do solo. And this last year I think is the best year of concerts that I've ever had. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to beat it ever again, quite honestly. I think this is for sure the best year of concerts ever. I started off the year on New Year's Eve. My best friend and I went to go see Rainbow Kitten Surprise at the Eastern in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is the first time I'd gotten to see Rainbow Kitten Surprise, and they put on an incredible show. It was the best New Year's Eve we could have asked for. They played through the ball drop, and it was just the most magical, surreal experience. I'd never been someone that had gone out on New Year's Eve before, so even that was special in and of itself, but we had an absolutely fantastic time. My next concert was Sabrina Carpenter at the Greek. I went to this one by myself, and this was my first concert at the Greek as well. That has since become my favorite concert venue in Los Angeles. I've been a fan of Sabrina since the Girl Meets World days, and she put on an absolutely fantastic show. I love that she's become kind of the Gen Z pop star, and yeah, this was fantastic. This last album was absolutely genius. I think it was so fun. The writing is so good. I would highly recommend if you haven't given her a chance, and please go see her in concert as well if you're a fan, because she was just absolutely amazing. My next concert was Taylor Swift. My best friend and one of her friends got to go see Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I have been a fan since Teardrops on My Guitar, and even though I've been such a big concert person, I'd never gotten to go see her, and I can't believe that we managed to get tickets for the Eras Tour, but I'm so thankful. It was absolutely amazing. Sam and I both sobbed through most of the concert, just tears streaming down my face. It was so magical, and something I know that I'll remember for the rest of my life. I dressed up as one of Blondie's characters in the I Bet You Think About Me music video, and then our surprise songs for the night were the first ever performance of I Bet You Think About Me, as well as How You Get the Girl.
She's better than me.
I felt so much elation in that moment. It was so exciting. And yeah, we just had an absolutely fantastic time. After that, I went solo to Finneas at the Belasco Theater in Los Angeles. This was not tied to a tour of any kind. He just kind of did it at the last minute because he misses being on tour. I've seen him once in concert before, and he is just an absolute rock star. I love his music. He puts on such a good show, and it was so fun to get to see him with a little bit of a smaller crowd in downtown Los Angeles. I went solo to see Charlie Puth at the Greek. This was the closing night of his tour, and I really loved this last album. I'm a huge fan of Charlie Puth and have been for almost 15 years now. I found him on YouTube when I was 12, and I think he had either just graduated high school, maybe he's in college, and I've just been a fan since the beginning. That will always be one of my claims, is that I'm one of Charlie Puth's very first fans. This was a fantastic show. It was so interesting. He's so multi-talented, and he put together such an interesting show where he kind of introduced songs that he produced songs that he's written and he blended them in with his own solo songs, and I thought that was so interesting, and I hope that that gave people that aren't as familiar with his work a look into everything that he does and everything that he's capable of. It was such a fun electric show, and it was so fun to get to hear everyone sing along words to his songs. When I remember like live streaming shows of his when he was in New Jersey at like a little bar that like 20 people had gone to. So it was really cool.
You got it.
And I spent way too much money on merch afterwards.
And now I'm all upon you. What you expect? Shut up, crying all the way
Then I got to go to my first ever concert at Red Rocks. I went with my best friend from high school, and I got to go for none other than Noah Kahan's Stick Season Tour. I mentioned earlier I'd seen Noah Kahan once before in Indianapolis for his Busy Head tour in 2019, and I've been a fan of his for a while now, and I've loved to see how much his last album has really helped him blow up and be nominated for the Grammys, and I'm so excited for him. This was an amazing concert. I mean, the venue was just absolutely perfect, and it just makes me happy to see him having so much fun, even while singing some of the most gut-wrenching songs that you'll ever hear in your life. Starting out August, I got to go to Taylor Swift The Eras Tour again. Everyone was like, how did you manage to get 2 sets of tickets, blah, 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 but I waited 17 years to get to see her in concert for the first time, so I think that was making up for it a little bit. But this was amazing. We saw her, Sam and I saw her again in Los Angeles at the SoFi Stadium. We wore rep-inspired outfits this time, and our surprise songs were King of My Heart and I Know Places. This was truly like the best set of surprise songs. We are rep girlies at heart, and we have an emotional attachment to King of My Heart, and we truly didn't think that she would play the song again, but she ended up playing it, and she ended up playing it at our show. And I have an amazing video of Sam and I like reacting to figuring out that it was King of My Heart. I'm perfectly And then I Know Places was great as well. We're not big 1989 girlies, but that is both of our favorite song off of like the original non-deluxe track list. And that was obviously the countdown also to 1989 that was announced the following night. So it was really, really cool. And I got to hear August in August. Then on my birthday, I got to see Mount Joy at the Greek in Los Angeles with my mom. This was fantastic. Mount Joy is just such a fun band that I love that they just like mess around and feel the vibe and flow with it. And this was a really, really fun show, and it made my birthday extra special. And then kind of randomly, I went with one of my close friends to go see the 1975 at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. I had never been a huge 1975 person growing up. I liked random singles of theirs, but I never really listened to them. And then I absolutely adored being funny in a foreign language. Absolutely loved it. And so we decided to go kind of at the last minute, and then it was honestly one of the best concerts I have ever been to in my life. It was so much fun. Their stage set is gorgeous. I love the way that they weaved through their new music and their older stuff, and just thought that they put on a really good show.
Men like my coffee, full of soy milk, it's so sweet, it won't offend anybody.
My very last concert of the year was Hozier at Red Rocks. My dad and my sister and I all flew to meet each other to go to this concert for my sister's birthday, and it was an absolutely religious experience. It's exactly where Hozier was meant to be heard. He was just beautiful and amazing, and it was the perfect setting for it. And I know I already said that, but that's the best way to explain it.
I came in from the outside, but out from a joyride. She likes to roll here in my ashes anyway. Played from the bedside, Stella by starlight. That was my heart, the drums that start night and day. Same kind of music, hotel bedroom. I'm almost me again, she's almost you.
So those are my concerts from last year. Again, I really don't think I'm ever going to be able to beat the experiences that I had last year and the people that I got to see that are at the very top of my list. This year, so far, plans are to see Cold War Kids in Los Angeles, which has been in the top 5 of my concert wish list since high school, and so I'm very, very excited about that. I'm hoping to go see Stick Season Tour again when he comes to Los Angeles in the summertime. I think X Ambassadors are going on tour again, and that was one of my favorite concerts of all time, so I'm hoping to do that. But at the very top of my wish list is Mumford & Sons, and they haven't announced anything yet, but they just released a new single, which they haven't done in 6 years, and so I'm hoping that means that there's a new album and a tour coming soon. So I'll have a great list of concerts for this year, but I don't think I'm gonna beat last year at all. It was amazing.